Hello friends and welcome back. Today's tarot and oracle reading is the July 2020 prediction for the zodiac sign of Taurus. This is for Taurus sun, moon, and rising. Your rising sign is typically the most accurate, but your sun and moon sign can also provide valuable information. Before we get started, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel, and if you want to be notified as to when I put up new videos, make sure you hit the bell icon. So let's get started. What are the messages for Taurus for this coming month? What are the messages for Taurus? Thank you. Starting off with the Eight of Stones, which is skill. You do not want to go in. Seven of Bows, which is clearance. It's almost like you need to take the time or feel like you are worth taking this time to work on your dreams, to work on skills that you want to hone and protect and perfect. We have the card of the Seven of Stones, which is healing. The Three of Vessels, which is joy, and the Four of Vessels, which is boredom. I almost feel like you're jumping back and forth between this joy and boredom energy. It's like when you are really motivated to do something, you find a lot of joy and a lot of happiness in taking the action, in learning the new skill and practicing the skill. But at the same time, you may get bored easily, or you may even just find yourself in a cycle of boredom, but also more procrastination. So you don't even really want to get started on this because it's just easier to keep doing what you're doing. It's almost like you need to reconnect with the reason why you want to perfect this skill, the reason why you want to partake in this. You need to give yourself the space, the time, even the permission, like just mentally giving yourself the permission, saying it's okay to spend time doing this. Yes, there are other things that need to be done. Maybe the house needs to be cleaned, maybe the dog needs to be brushed, or whatever. But you can give yourself the permission to focus on yourself, to focus on this task that you want to do. This could be creating something, this could be learning something, it could be a combination of the two. With the Seven of Stones, with this healing card, this might even be learning something like Reiki or other forms of energy healing. It could be learning a new spiritual approach to life, a new spiritual method. We have the Seven of Bows and the Seven of the Stones, and 7 is a very spiritual number. We also have the 3 and the 4, and 3 plus 4 equals 7. So it's like this, I'm feeling a lot of spiritual energy around these cards, but also combining the spiritual energy with a very practical, with a very hands-on, very tactile approach. So I feel like it's something that will merge the two worlds together, will merge your spirituality with something more practical. This could even be something like tarot reading. Could be working with crystals, could be working with herbs, doing other maybe witchy kind of things with spell jars, or kitchen witchery, or even getting out in the garden and connecting to nature that way. But I do sense like it's something that you are learning. I want to ask why you're focusing on the boredom. I feel like you're distracting yourself with this boredom, with not taking action. It's more of a distraction. the journey. It's like you're not ready for whatever reason. You think you're not good enough. You think you're not smart enough. Maybe it doesn't align with the values of your upbringing, and so there's hesitation there. You're resistant to this change. See if we can get one more card to give more information about why you're resistant to this change. Or maybe a bunch of cards. Morning, which is another 7. Another 7. More spiritual energy. Moon on the water. Let's see, can I fit all of these on screen? Out of my way, greenery. Now that healing card is right front and center. 3 of vessels, 4, the journey, and then the 8 of arrows, which is struggle. It's almost like you're struggling to come to terms with this path that you want to go down. You're not sure if it's right for you. Maybe you're not sure if this is a valuable thing to do long term, because maybe it is distracting you from making money, or maybe it's distracting you from your relationship, but I feel like this is something that you really want to do. So if it's something that you really want to do, why are you making excuses? With the 7 of vessels, it's almost like by learning this new thing, this new approach to life, it's almost like by learning this new approach, is what I'll call it, this new approach, it's like you're having to give up something. Like maybe this is a concept of spirituality that doesn't agree with the religion you were brought up in, and so you're almost like having to mourn the loss of that past self, because you think you have to completely give up who you were in order to be who you are becoming. And you're really struggling with that idea. With the moon on the water card here, I feel like it's something in shadow, this fear that you're holding on to so tightly. But I mean, you don't have to give up other aspects of yourself to move forward and to learn new things. It's just a different part of your journey at the moment. And if you're truly feeling like your old belief system isn't serving you, then why are you holding on to it so tightly? Give yourself space. Take time. This might even be giving yourself space from the old environment, from things that remind you of your old self that you're fighting to hold on to and not letting go at the same time, or fighting to hold on to and wanting to let go of at the same time. This could be old friendships that you're not ready to let go, but you know they're not serving you. You have to connect with yourself. There's some deep healing that you need to do within yourself to move forward. Bring love into the situation. Love for yourself. I think that's the most important one. Love for others is always important, but I think love for yourself is the most important. You've got this balance of positive and negative, like this struggle with the joy. And it's almost like you're resisting the joy and holding on to the struggle. And this July, the cards are telling you it's time to let go of the struggle. It's time to say goodbye. Maybe even, you might mourn the loss of the struggle. But that doesn't mean that the memories are gone, your past is gone. It's just a different part of your journey, a different part of your story. It's time to move forward. One more card, please. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. It's almost like right now you're telling yourself that you're in a lose-lose situation. If you go for this, then you lose this. But if you don't go for this, then you're in this state of boredom and you're stagnant. But if you do go for this, or if you don't go for this, you're missing out on the joy. You're also missing out on the healing that's available to you. If you go for this, this isn't gone. It's just not the current energy anymore. So the last card I want to pull is an affirmation card. And I'm pulling these cards to hopefully give you some insight, some positive affirmation, some encouragement as you go forward this month. Affirmation for Taurus, please. When I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. I feel like with all those sevens, that really is important. This is really tapping into your spiritual energy and trusting your spiritual energy. I feel like you are hesitant, you're not ready to connect with this side of yourself. But I mean, you are ready. You're just afraid. You're afraid of what you might find or what you might lose. But you're not going to lose yourself. Instead, I think you're going to find yourself within your spirituality. Okay? So that is your message for July 2020. I hope that this gave you some insight and can help you move towards a positive result this month. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye.